How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the internet's favorite football betting show, Cashball, Week 15. Week 15 is championship week for college. NFL is getting closer to playoffs. Fantasy playoffs have started for a lot of teams. It's crunch time for them, and it's crunch time for me. If you tally the numbers from last week, kind of had a mixed bag. 2-1 in NFL picks and 1-2 in college picks. If you crunch the numbers on the season, that makes me 19, 20-3 in college. We got to spruce that up a little bit. And NFL is 24 and 18. Still riding high in the NFL. I'm going to try to cash in this week once again. Let's go over last week's picks. First one up. This was just a straight up bad read. A frickin' brawl right in the state of Virginia. Virginia +3 at Virginia Tech. And just a bad read on that. I thought the mini Tebow lefty QB was better than he is. Bad call on that one. Next one up, Colorado -2.5 versus Utah. This one hurt. I thought the Buffs were going to keep playing well. They kind of had a full head of steam there for a second. Utah's been all over the place this season. I don't really know how good they really are. But I think they have like one game left this year, then they're going to call it quits. They denied the bowl invitation. It's been a weird year. Colorado failed me. And the one pick that hit, the big one, was San Jose State. Once again, I hate that team with every ounce of my being. But it was just easy money against Nevada. Nevada's offense is not that good. Cashed in on San Jose State. We will circle back into them later on in the program. Now to NFL. This week really emphasized a lesson that we learned earlier on in the season. It's the game of inches. Every half point matters. Every point matters. You got to scratch and claw for that extra inch in the game, and it's no betting, no difference when it comes to betting. Last week we tried to go with the Bengals +3.5 versus the Cowboys. Thought it was easy money. You had the Red Rocket coming home. Revenge game. It's too bad he just sucks, and the Cowboys are god-awful this year. Cowboys are just shitty. Get that corn out of my face for the last time. I'm not going to fall into this trap again. Bengals, Next up was Bills -1.5 for Steelers. This was the big heavyweight matchup. Josh Allen versus that vaulted Steelers defense. The Bills just came to play. They're looking like one of the best teams in the NFL. Bills -1.5. Cha-ching. Last one up. This is the one where we really earned it. Lions +7.5 versus Packers. DeAndre Swift came back. I just kind of had a feeling they would make it somewhat close, and we cashed in on that half point. Cha-ching. Now on to the uniform watch for next week. There's a lot of crazy uniforms being thrown out towards the end of the season, but this one caught my eye mainly because of the name. Arizona State coming out with their Froze Gold Unis. Arizona State really mixing it up. Herm Edwards came in and kind of broke the mold. Kind of like the white hot sun out in the Mojave. Love to see it. ASU Froze Gold. Keep an eye out. Now on to the strength conditioning coach spotlight for this week. As you guys saw last week, we kind of mixed it up and did some non-traditional strength conditioning coaches spotlights with Coach Hiyoshi Ryu. hailing from deep in the Himalayas. And this week, we're going to travel to University of Wisconsin to Coach Jim Schneider. Coach Schneider graduated from University of Wisconsin lacrosse with a degree in sports management. He started working with Minnesota for a little bit, then got latched on to the Wisconsin staff. Helps out with all kinds of sports, including football, but he mainly focuses in on hockey. And you can tell with this accent. I don't know if he was American or Canadian at first, but he just brings those good old Midwest values. This one's a treat. Let's take a look at Coach Jim Schneider.
We're going to work our off today. Make sure the guy to the left and right of you is working off as well. You got it? Good, going arm circles back, nice and easy. All right here, head down, good. Right there. Nice, hold a second longer. Hop, hold. There you go, good. Sit bakes, good. Good technique. Be aggressive at the finish. Feel the burn a little bit. And hit it for 10, boom. That's it. Stick position, good pull, okay? Work on stick position. When we're getting tired, don't lean forward, you lose the battle. Good position when we get tired. Good position, working through the burn a little bit. We got a little hot beat going, I like it. Good athlete, use your mind a little bit. Here we go, call it up, boys, that's it. Let's go, 3, 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Good stuff from Coach. He had that classic cadence. You're going to want to freeze at the top, okay? You're going to want to go around and flex the glutes, okay? How they say okay after every single thing, that's their cadence. Classic strength conditioning coach, staple. Coach Jim Schneider kind of has the Mike Gundy mullet going a little bit. Very fitting for a hockey coach, and you know the guy's tough. Definitely has been in a couple brawls. Let's go to this week's picks. Let's get some positive mojo. Let's get some momentum going into this week. We need a fucking big week, and we're going to get one. Starting with Cincy minus 14 versus Tulsa. I'm not really sure about this one. Tulsa is like 6-1. They're low-key kind of good, but they haven't really played anyone. They beat Oklahoma State week 1 and haven't really done anything since. Cincy's a fucking juggernaut, but since it is the championship game, I am kind of hesitant. But we're taking Cincy minus 14. Hopefully they just blow them open, run all over them, and beat them by like 40. Next up, we're going against San Jose State. We're traveling down to Vegas for the Mountain West Championship game. Wish Fresno State would have made it, but probably next year. Boise State, I hate them as well. They've kind of been caught with the COVID bug this season, but they will be full strength going into this game. I like Boise minus 6.5 versus San Jose State. It's going to be in Vegas, like I said. I think that might be an advantage for Boise. San Jose State, Starkel's a fraud. Fuck them. Last one up for college. This is also a personal game for me. Clemson minus 10 versus Notre Dame at home. Clemson almost beat them last time with DJ Uiagalelei. Trevor Lawrence is back. It's a vengeance game. You're not going to beat Clemson twice. I don't care how good your fucking line is, Notre Dame. You're going to get beat. You're frauds. You shouldn't be in the playoffs because you're not as good as Bama. Clemson's going to wipe the floor with Notre Dame. You've heard it here first. Clemson minus 10. Now to finish off, this is a volatile week. We're going to end it with some NFL picks. Falcons plus 6 versus the Bucks. Falcons are lighting it up. Matty Ice has caught a second wind. Russell Gage is somehow in the offense throwing bombs. They're playing for Coach Morris, interim coach, classic situation. They want him to stay. Maybe the Bucks are looking over this game. I don't like betting against Brady, but Falcons are hot right now. Taking the Dirty Birds in the ATL, in the Dome, straight from Mercedes-Benz. We're taking Falcons plus 6. Next up is going to be Broncos plus 6.5 versus the Bills. Bills are coming off a short week. Huge game versus Steelers. We profited off of that. And emotionally and physically, they're going to be worn out. They're traveling to Denver. Very low oxygen. Advantage Denver. Drew Lock is starting to hum. They're kind of playing for their job as well. Elway doesn't want to look shitty. Broncos have a lot more to lose, and they're going to play like it. Broncos plus 6.5 versus the Bills. And the last pick, we're heading down to Miami. Pats, Dolphins. Under 41.5. Cam Newton sucks ass. Tua doesn't have any weapons. Devontae Parker and company. A lot of them are out. If Lynn Bowden is getting the most touches on your offense as a rookie against the Belichick genius, 50-year grizzled vet, best coach of all time, I don't think anyone's going to score in this game. Hopefully it rains or it's just humid as fuck too. I'm taking the under 41.5 Pats at Dolphins. That's it for this week. We're going to try to end this thing strong. Until next time. Peace.